at every wedding reception to have the raising of the wedding toast. This evening, this is short introduction about the toast person. We have two wonderful people coming on stage to raise a toast for this wonderful couple, Royston and Janice. First of all, I would like to invite the cousin to our groom, Royston, our first toast person on stage. Please welcome Melissa Castellino. Our second toast person, I would like to welcome on the stage. She's none other than very dearest sister to our beautiful bride, Janice. Please welcome Alicia D'Souza. All right, we have two wonderful ladies, smiling beauties on the stage. So requesting each one of you to please rise in honor of the toast.
Royston's most favorite cousin, am I not? Yes. So the bride is obviously looking very beautiful today, but let's take a look at Royston. Isn't he looking dashing also? Yes. Woohoo! Isn't he glowing? You know why? Because he had a 3-hour facial the other day. So, you must be wondering, how did Royston and Janice meet? Okay, so Janice did not kiss a frog and turn into a handsome prince. No, that's not the story here. They both worked for Model Cooperative Bank. Janice worked in the Mahim branch, but used to come to the Borivali branch on duty. And our hero, like it happens in the movie, saw our heroine across the room and her hair was flying in the air. And that was love at first sight. But as most heroes do, he did not make a move then. He quit, he joined another bank, and then as distance makes the heart grow fonder, he then started chatting with Janice. Once they began chatting, they were attacked by a dangerous virus. You know which? It's Lavaria. Love, yes, Lavaria. And you know, they started debiting what needed to be credited and crediting what needed to be debited. Ah, the effects of love. So, then they finally go out on their first movie date. And guess where our man Royston takes her? For which movie? Can you guess? Ye Jawani hai Diwani. Now, when the Jawani is so Diwani, do you think they actually watch the whole movie? It was houseful, okay. So I and Royston, we go way back, okay. We were chuddy buddies, literally. We were born in the same year and in the same chawl. So had the advantage. I was 2 months elder to him, and so I used to boss him around, and poor Royston used to give in to everything. So Janice, this means good news to you. You can be the boss in the house. So talking about boss, okay, I remembered a funny game we used to play as kids. Royston and I were the cops, and my elder brother, Deepak, who was 5 years elder to us, we used to pretend to beat him up, and he was a prisoner, so we used to pretend to beat him up and ask, "Bol, tera boss ka naam kya hai? Bol, tera boss ka naam kya hai?" And Deepak used to say, "No, nahi bataunga, nahi bataunga." And so after we got a confession out of Deepak, our Roy used to coolly use the favorite dialogue. Do you know which dialogue? "Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy." So that's Royston for you. But Royston, to use that line now, effectively you have to wait, say, 9 months? Yeah? Or you can feel free to use that line on Janice from time to time. So now, Royston was so in love with his own name, the way his name sounded, Royston, that he helped name most of his cousins. Do you want to know what their names are? Clinton, Gladstone, Renanston, Edston, Joyston, and Clifton. Now you can only guess what their kid is going to be named. A combination of Janice and Royston. Janston. That's it. On a serious note, Royston is a simpleton at heart. He is the kind of person who makes sure to attend all our functions because he knows it means a lot to us. And of course, he's the main attraction on the dance floor. He's a responsible and loving son and a very dear brother. He is known to be a mama's boy. He loves his mother's cooking, loves sharing stories with her and spending time with her. But don't worry, Janice. Surely after marriage, he will love your cooking, love spending time with you and sharing stories only with you, making you the queen of his castle. My only advice to you, Janice, is do let him feel happy holding the remote control. As after marriage, nothing else will be in his control. I end my toast with a message. May your love be added. May it never be subtracted. May your household multiply and your hearts never be divided. Here is to the groom, a man who kept his head while he lost his heart. And here's to the bride. May she share everything with her husband, and that includes the housework. Cheers.
On stage, Melissa Castellino. Now I hand over the mic to our second toast person, that's Alicia D'Souza.
Good evening to one and all present here. Well, my toast is not as well as Melissa did it, but I'll try my best. I'm Janice's dearest sister. Well, I hope dearest. Anyways, I would like to confess something firstly. I shamelessly asked Janice if I could raise a toast on her big day. And she said, surely, but on one condition, that you don't reveal any of my secrets on stage. So I'll try to keep my promise, Janice. I had to speak on about Janice today, so I don't want to speak a lot about her. I just want to say one thing. She's a wonderful human being. As long as you don't angry her, or else you're on her hit list. Royston very well knows that. Janice has been an ideal elder sister to me. She's been with me whenever I needed her. And I know that she has been with everyone who needed her as well. She has always shared all of her secrets, all of her crimes, all of her first doings with me. Mostly, I am not sure if, but she has shared most of it with me. But 2.5 years ago, me and my younger sister had joined my mama and his family for a trip. That trip, Mom, Dad and Janice had not accompanied us. That trip was for about 20 to 15 days. The day we came back, Janice comes up to me and shows me a picture of a guy in suit and tie. Curious enough, I asked him, who is this guy? She says, this guy is my boyfriend. I was stunned, and like an investigator, I started asking her what is his name, where is he from, what work does he do, and the most important question was, how did you guys meet? After all this investigation, everything got settled, and after about 1 hour or so, Mom comes up to me and asks me, how is that guy? And I was shocked. Which guy? What guy? What are you talking about? So Mom says, don't pretend. I know that you already know the guy who Janice is dating. And I was stunned at that moment, but I was even happy that Mom already knows. But the shocking part was 15 minutes later, I come to know even Dad knows. And that was even more shocking. I was the last person in the house to know at this time. But at that moment, I very well knew that this guy was here to stay with our family. And this guy is none other than Royston. He's a little annoying at times. He dances very weirdly. But he's a great guy. He's the best guy Janice can get. He treats Janice the way every girl wants to be treated. And that's what I love about him. I don't want to speak more. So I just say I wish all the happiness, all the blessings, and all that they want in life. Cheers.
बस एक ही शॉट में
मैं तो रेडी